Hey guys, let's go back to basics, shall we? This is a quarter, a very shiny quarter. I'll try and get it out of the light. And this is also a quarter that's been what they call colorized. And before anybody gets their knickers in a bunch, you know, I find the older I get, the older the language I'm using. It's like the other day I said I was pleased as punch about something. I didn't, I don't know where this is all coming from. Maybe, I don't know, maybe there's some mental aging that winds your language backwards. Anyway, these colorized quarters also have a sticker that lets you know they're one of the colorized ones. Why? Well, let me start up the danger zone, and I'll explain. So, the way this game is, well, first of all, because I have this coin pusher show now, I'm getting calls from people all over New York who have coin pushers that, they've been keeping in their basements or their game rooms, and I just, didn't even know about it. It's like there's some sort of secret underground coin pusher network that YouTube has brought out of the shadows. But that's fine. I've always enjoyed being in and out of the shadows. Anyway, the guy sends me a picture of the setup and says, "You want to come over and play?" And I say, "Sure." So I go on over, and it's actually really very clever. Way to handle what amount to tiny towers. And I said, "Wow, this is kind of cool. How do you play?" And he said, "Is it just the ordinary way?" And he said, "Well, yes and no. See, these are all colorized. What you do is you put in the colorized quarter, and then you win when it comes out." I said, "Okay, that sounds good. And the more I get off, the more points I get." And he said, "Oh, no, we're not playing for points. Not here." I says, "Oh, well, how does it work?" And he says, "Well, this cup has 40. You can count them if you want." I didn't bother. It looks like 40 to me. Maybe a little more even. That this cup of 40 will cost you $800. And I said, $800? That's like $20 a coin. And he said, "Yes. But every coin that you drop in and you manage to get all the way off pays you $100. And I'm do some quick math, and I figure out, well, I said, "Well, so if I got them all off, I get $4,000? And he said, "Yeah, so you're risking $800, you might get $4,000 back." It's like, I'm thinking, no, there's no way I'm going to get them all off on my best day. So that's, but I do love games. Now, do I love this game 800 worth? Yes, but, well, no, but see, it's hard. But I did say to myself, if I only get 8 of them off, then that's all I need to do, right? And I'm pretty sure I could get 8 of them off, maybe. And he said, "Look, but I'm still really iffy about it." I said, "Maybe 500? He said, "No." He says, "How about this? If you don't manage to get them off, if you don't manage to get enough off, for another $200, I'll give you like 25 regular quarters to try and get them off." And so you're saying you want me to risk $1,000? He said, "Well, if you win everything, you can still get 4,000 or close to it." And I'm like, well, I can see that some are already falling off in the back, maybe. So I figure, you know what? This is a gambling game. Got to get my feet wet sometime. Okay. So I give him the $800. I go across the street and get cash, though. I don't want him anywhere near my my cards or my info. Because, you know, sometimes you get a feeling. Anyway. Oh, and any regular quarters I knock down are just regular quarters. But is 40 enough? Well, we're going to find out here on the Danger Zone. Shall we go? What? Yes, we should? Good call. Okay. Some are tipping over already. It's a good sign. And you guys can see them on the ones with the pictures on the way up, or the ones with the stamps. Well, the stickers, I mean. Up, there's a couple. Ooh, that'll help. Okay, but still, remember, I have to find a way to get as many as I can of these things off from the very back, where they're doing all the pushing right now. Off from the very back. Right off the front. And look, I'm already like half done. And nothing is happening. And I'm starting to feel kind of stupid for thinking I could do this. Well, maybe not. We'll see. Question is, can I get any of the real quarters, or not the real quarters, but you know what I mean, the ordinary quarters. Can I get them, oop, that's starting to look good. Can I get them off the bottom and then, you know, flip things around? So, maybe I can knock some of the colored ones off. Sorry, colorized. I never know what to do. Should I dump a whole lot of them in at once and get a big, see if I can get a big push? This is what I'm down to now in colorized. I really don't want to have to pay the other $200 for only 25 more quarters. But oh, God. Wait. They don't have to move much farther. Oh, you can see this is a whole sort of patriotic layout, and his machine plays patriotic music, and that's fine. Right now I want to concentrate on the game. So, John, why don't you stop talking and play? I really only need 1 quarter to fall off the front. Okay. Oh, 1 fell. I did say 1. No, I shouldn't have just said I need 1 quarter, because obviously that wasn't enough. I need 200 quarters to fall off the back right now. God, nobody does what I say anymore. Anyway, this is my last quarter. If you have any advice for me, you know, it's too late. This is not live, but okay. Nothing. Okay. I got your other 200. Hold on a sec. You know, a lot of times when you're playing Coin Pusher, The words, I really should have known better, go through your head. But what's even worse is, I did know better. I did know I couldn't do it. And I went ahead anyway just because the game looked cool. Okay, now I'm just using ordinary quarters. Whoop. Huh. I didn't even put one in, and one fell. Okay. That's all I have. I don't know if he'll sell me anymore. Of course, it fell backwards. I don't know how well you can see this, but let me show you. You see that blue chip on the left with the red chip on top? It's hanging over the edge. And there's one on the right hanging over the edge. And yet nothing's falling. Okay, two more. Five quarters, ladies and gentlemen. I have 5 quarters. Oh my... This hurts, guys. This really hurts. Wait. Okay, 2 of these are chips, but I got 4 quarters back. Maybe this is the start of something. So, went to my comedy class today. Yes, believe it or not, no matter how many times you've done it, you can always learn something new from a guy like Rick Crone. And also, those of you who are even thinking of taking a comedy class, first of all, if you can get to New York City any way possible, want to spend a week in New York anyway, Rick is the best comedy teacher in the country. There's no question. I've taken comedy from a lot of people because Well, yes! Oh. Okay. That was a good push. And I'm going to have to grab the quarters out. Chips and quarters. Sorry, guys. Okay. Sorry, got a little happy there. Still, by the way, just to be clear, I'm out $1,000, and I haven't won a dime because I haven't knocked off any of the colored ones. Oh, but as long as I keep getting quarters back, I don't know what's going to happen. Anyway, if you get to New York, you got to take Rick's class, and you want to be in comedy, you got to take Rick's class. Teaches at all levels, and it's basically what he says to me is, John, you're doing well in comedy, but half of it is because you walk in here with a pile of crap, and then you make me get out my shovel and shovel through it until I find the good stuff underneath. And I said, well, that's true, and that's what I'm paying for a class for. He said, you've taken this class 47 times. I stopped charging you 25 times ago. And I said, well, you're right. Okay, that's what I don't pay you for. But anyway, what's my point? Did I have a point? Anyway, other than Rick's class is the best class. Oh, yes. He said, but the difference, John, between you and the people who are just starting out is when I start digging in your piles of crap, I know there's actually going to be a diamond on the other end. Okay, I'm not out of quarters yet, but let's start cleaning out. And I said, Rick, that's the nicest thing you've ever said to me. And he said, I said something nice? I take it back. Rick is actually a lovely man. He knows all styles of comedy. My style is kind of a Catskills one-liner kind of comedy. And he said, okay, John, that's your in. You're going to start like that. He said, but you have to understand, comedy isn't done that way anymore. And I said, Rick, doesn't that just mean, it doesn't mean it won't work. It just means they'll think I made it up. And he said, well, that's a sick, inaccurate, but really sickening thought, but okay. Anyway, then now, what's a comedy class like? People tend to think it's like a whole bunch of people sit around telling jokes to each other. No, comedy is very hard work. It can take you half a day to come up with one functional joke, and then you don't even know for sure if an audience is really going to laugh at it. That's why I said functional, not necessarily a working joke. And you get that out of Rick's class too, because he does a showcase at the end. So you're working very hard and you're paying very close attention, and the students are all trying to help each other. They have a really good premise for a joke, but what they came up with to make out of it, like a premise would be something like, and I don't have a joke for this, what if on airlines the peanuts ate the people? See, that's a premise, and you can run from that. And if anybody has a great joke from that I can use, just leave it in the comments. So Um, you know, but, and sometimes they'll have a fantastic premise, but they won't have a punchline. Or sometimes you even have a punchline, like, I'll just randomly. How big did you say it was? And that's a punchline, but I don't have a joke in front of it, and the teacher, Rick, says, now, here is what no one else will tell you about comedies these days. It didn't used to be true, but now it is. You want to meet a really smart, really pretty woman? Take a comedy class. Just on that basis. Unless, of course, you don't like smart, pretty women.